Serendipity can be a wonderful thing, especially if you are a traveller. Take the story of Johann Burckhardt, a Swiss man who, a couple of hundred years ago, was travelling through the desert making his way to Sudan when, on a whim, he decided to take a different path. And the story goes he ran into a local boy by the name of Simbel. And Simbel said, I'm going to show you some ancient ruins, you're going to love them. Well, Johann came out and he saw something that was pretty good, but as he turned to go, he accidentally took a few steps back and saw the top of what would turn out to be the greatest single rock-cut structure man has ever known. It took years to clear the sand, but this is what they found, duly named Abu Simbel. After Cairo's pyramids, Abu Simbel is Egypt's most visited site. Sitting in the south of the country on the western bank of the Nile River, it was originally cut from a solid rock cliff. So this whole thing has been cut from one piece of stone. Even internally, this was all into the mountain, was it?
Exactly. Imagine all this, one piece of stone. It took of them about 20 years.
Incredibly, this is not actually the original site. You see, back in the 1960s, a plan to build a dam on the Nile would have submerged the temples. So began one of the greatest archaeological projects of all time, to dismantle Abu Simbel and relocate it 65 metres further up the plateau.
In fact, they cut it into pieces using hand sewing, mechanical sewing, numbering all the stones, and then after rebuilding everything about 65 metres higher, 200 metres back.
So what's remarkable is not only was the initial building incredible, but the engineering feat of moving it from the rising waters is equally dramatic.
We call it the modern miracle of the temple, of the moving of Abu Simbel temples.
The Great Temple and its neighbouring smaller temple were ordered to be built by Ramses II, and the larger of the two has 4 colossal statues of Ramses himself right at the entrance. Inside, it is equally impressive. The care, the thought given to every single square inch of the temple's interiors is absolutely mind-blowing. How is this for solar alignment? Inside the temple, you will find these 4 statues placed in such a way that twice a year, the sun shines directly through here on 3 of the statues, not the 4th on the left, because he is the god of the underworld, and the sun remains the longest on the one in the middle, second from the right, Ramses, the man.
So, Katrina, what do you think of this place?
I'm completely impressed. I'm overwhelmed. I can't get my head around it.
And imagine it's about 3,000 years old.
The interior of the temple stretches over 60 metres, right into the mountain, and its artwork holds a wealth of stories right back to the ancient times. So it's Ramses at the top, and who is down the bottom?
This is some of his, small family. Some of his sons. On the other side, as equal as his sons, he represented some of his daughters. So his beloved sons, his beloved daughters on the other side.
How many children?
He had about 90 sons and about 60 daughters and about 57 wives.
Good
a very small family.
Yeah. The second, smaller temple is believed to have been dedicated to his favourite wife, Nefertari. So this was the temple that brought Johann here in the first place?
Exactly. Always been here. The people, they've known about it for thousands of years.
So which one is my darling Nefertari?
Yeah, it goes Ramses, Nefertari, Ramses. He is by both of her sides.
Oh, so he's sort of protecting her?
Yes, exactly. Because some people, they say, Ramses is selfish. This is the temple of your wife, and you have 4 statues and she's got only 2, but he's standing by both of her sides to protect her.
Who are the little people along the base?
These are the children, wonderful children.
I'm feeling the love, Salah.
Exactly. That's why even this temple, they call it Temple of Love too.